So I'm here with Maggie. Maggie, how are you?
Okay, how are you, Russell?
Pretty good.
Good.
Tell me about yourself. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Philadelphia,
Philly.
about 5 blocks away from here.
And how old are you?
I'm 67.
67. Tell me about your childhood growing up.
Well,
Both parents?
yeah, both parents.
Yeah.
I guess I started out with when I was 5 years old. I had scarlet fever. I was quarantined in my bedroom, and my older brother, which was 13, had his way with me. My mother walked into the room, seen what was happening, turned the light off and shut the door behind her. Never talked to me a day in my life about it. And that happened when I was 5.
So he raped you and your mom walked in and didn't say anything about it?
Nothing, not a word. My whole life she's never said nothing. She just passed away 2 years ago. She was 89, they Narcaned her and killed her. Yes.
I couldn't even imagine what something like that does to anybody, but let alone a 5-year-old.
Right. I didn't know if it was right, wrong, what, you know what I mean? Nobody said nothing. Well, nobody else knew except me and my mother and my brother.
Was it just a one-time thing, or was it ongoing?
One-time thing. It was enough.
Yeah.
I was 5 years old, you know, like dying. Christmas Eve it happened.
Wow. Wow.
I don't like Christmas Eve.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's probably tough.
Yeah, I try with my own kids to do everything I can possibly to make everybody happy, you know. We had some beautiful Christmases.
Yeah.
Right now.
Is your brother still alive?
No.
No?
He passed away a couple of years ago. He fell, broke his neck, and shattered his windpipe and passed. He was 70.
What was your relationship like that with him, like when you got older? Well, there was none?
Not really, no. Nothing,
Yeah.
you know. When I had to, you know.
And you're currently out on the streets, correct?
Yes. Well, no, I'm actually in and out of someone's house, you know.
Gotcha.
They let me stay.
How long have you been in that situation?
Oh, 4 years now. They were supposed to give me housing. I went and checked it out at 13th and Market, and I was supposed to move into apartment 309, and I'm still waiting since April 19th.
What's the holdup? Just people in front of you?
No, I got the apartment 309. I don't know what the holdup is. Somebody messed up the paperwork. The girl don't even work at the place anymore.
Wow.
The girl that took me there did everything with me.
So what do you have to do now? Re-register?
I don't know, because 2 years prior to that, where I was staying went on fire, and here they had housing for me, and they couldn't find me. So I got put on the bottom of the list. I hope I don't get put on the bottom of the list. If I have to go to the mayor's office, I will go there.
Yeah.
I'm serious. This is too much. I'm 67 years old. Come on. It's a little too much. They're giving people housing for free. They want 1/3 of my income. Come on, for the rest of my life. They're giving, all these girls are getting housing for free for the rest of their life. Where is that? That don't make sense to me. It really doesn't. The system's ass backwards. It really is.
Do you get SSI?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did you end up homeless?
Well, I was taking care of an elderly man, and he had fell and wouldn't go to the hospital because that's when COVID started. Okay, and here I had taken my son to his clinic, came back and there was an ambulance outside. Here he was in the ambulance, and his stepdaughters, okay, one that lived 3 doors away never did shit for him, one lived upstairs and never did shit, okay, but all of a sudden I get locked out of the house and all, you know, and they took him to the hospital.
You were the one taking care of him?
Yeah, I took him to the hospital, got his pacemaker and all that stuff, 4 o'clock in the morning, out, and about. And then I had his brand new car, and I kept calling his phone. Where do I bring the car? Nobody's answering the door. Nobody was there. I guess the girl at the door that lived upstairs was out and about all the time. But nobody would answer his cell phone, and it was on, because I would leave a message. And then I heard he died. And what happened was my son, there was a little thing over on Allegheny. The guy was running around naked, and my son tried stopping him, and the cops came. Well, my son put his girl in the car because the guy kept going at his girl, the naked guy. So he put her in the car and made a U-turn, and the cops stopped him. And here the car was reported stolen.
Wow.
Yeah, so he got locked up overnight and got out. He went to court and they threw it out.
Yeah.
So.
How many kids do you have?
I have 5 children.
5?
Yeah.
What's your relationship like that with them, like?
Off and on.
Off and on?
Yeah.
Do they know? I'm assuming they know your situation.
Yes, they do. Yeah. They were, I was in the hospital this year. I had pneumonia. I couldn't even walk. It took my walk away. I was in ICU for a few days. I don't even remember the first couple of days. And then I had to go to rehab afterwards to learn how to walk again.
Wow.
And I was a ballet dancer. They wasn't taking my legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I learned how to walk again. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I almost died. I thought I was dying. I kept telling my older son, I kept telling him, Ray, I'm going to die. He's like, Mom, you're not going to die. It's scary. It's a silent killer, pneumonia.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't even know you have it.
How do you try to? I mean, obviously you can't always prevent it, but how do you try to prevent things like that and illnesses and sicknesses out here?
Well, try to stay out of, yeah. When I got like 2 shirts, a hoodie, a sweatshirt, and a jacket on.
Yeah.
And I'm still cold. I guess it's my age, so, when you get older, they say you always bundle up. It hit me. Yeah. But they lost my teeth, everything in the hospital last year. They put everything in the red bag, and somebody threw it out. My coat, my shoes, my clothes, my teeth, my ID, everything.
Can you get any? Can you get any kind of dental assistance through the state?
I have an appointment again for it. Yeah.
Cool.
I went the other day. I had an appointment, and I got to go back. They're gonna, measure me again.
Yeah. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Same dentist I went to before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll get them back. Thank God.
Are drugs a part of your story?
Oh yes.
What in particular?
I do fentanyl.
Fentanyl?
And whatever you call that, yeah. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, I used to do heroin, but that's not around anymore.
It's all fentanyl?
Yeah, fentanyl, yeah.
You do that trank too?
Yeah, it's together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can't really get it without it. Unless you know somebody, I guess. I don't know, some people say they can get it. I've never bumped into it, but it's that knocks you out. They give it to elephants,
And horses.
And horses, yeah.
Do you worry about, overdosing and things like that?
Yes, I have.
I
have overdosed.
How many times?
Twice.
Twice?
In my whole life, yes. Yeah.
Recently?
No, a while ago. I guess it was over a year ago, yeah. I had, yeah.
What was that experience like? Was it scary?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't even know. It's when they wake you up, and they're telling you, and I'm like, what? Like I didn't believe it,
Who woke you up? Paramedics?
Yeah.
With Narcan?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I was over by the big building over there. A nurse come out too, out of her car. She was driving by and seen.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was nice of her. Very nice of her.
That was God.
Yes, absolutely. That's what she said.
Yeah.
I guess God's working in me today, she said, and I'll go to work. She worked right there.
Yeah.
I thanked her to no end,
What do you find the biggest difficulty to being out here? Obviously staying cold, looking for food, like...
Well, you know what? Anybody tells you that they're hungry, there's something wrong with them. Because there's always food, honey. Yeah. There's places you can go in and eat. There's food all the time. Like, especially Saturdays and Sundays. It's like, phew. If you don't, get yourself a bunch of snacks and stuff and hold on to them because they give you enough. Like you can do through the week, and through the week it's not as much, but there are people come out, there really is.
Where do you sleep at?
I've been staying somewhere, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Good. At least you got some warm and
a
roof over your head.
For about a month now I've been staying inside, yeah. But, it's still...
What was life like for you, before you started using drugs and things like that? Like some of the happier times? Oh,
yeah. I had, with my children, having holidays, and going places with them, going down the shore, going on a little, my husband used to call it little magical mystery tours. We would just get in the car and take off and wind up wherever, Kids like that.
What's your fondest memory of the past?
Of the past? I guess I could say Christmases,
Yeah.
I love to cook, and I always cook so much that we ate all week from Christmas to New Year's.
Leftovers, yeah.
Yeah, because I would make a ham, a turkey, all kinds of stuff. I loved it. I love it. I can't wait to do it again. I thought I'd be in somewhere this Christmas to do that, but I guess someone's telling me no, not to get in there for some reason.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
That's what I keep telling myself. It's coming. I've been waiting since April. It's a long time. Everybody tells me it takes 3-4 months. Well, it's a little over that. But maybe, maybe it's going to be better.
Do you have any grandchildren?
Yeah, I have 11 grandchildren and 5 great-grandchildren.
Wow, that's awesome. Being 67, I'm sure you've encountered a lot, had a lot of experiences throughout life.
Yeah.
What do you think the most memorable experiences you've had are?
Experiences meaning bad?
Both good and bad.
Good and bad? Well, the bad ones are around here when I see somebody dead, you know.
You've seen dead people around here?
Them. Yeah, I work on them when I have to. I carry Narcan, you know, and I work on their chest, give mouth to mouth. You know, I just gave somebody mouth to mouth 2 weeks ago. She just came back out here. The first time she got high, and didn't, you know, she died. And I had to run over and give her mouth to mouth, massage her chest, you know, give her mouth to mouth, and she came back. That was beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
And then 2 days later, I get off to yell, somebody else. You know, it's like, phew. Sometimes it's like every day.
Like overwhelming.
Yes, very, very.
Does that happen frequently that you see dead bodies around here?
Yes, yes, yeah. Oh, yeah.
When you go down Kensington Avenue, I've seen people, you know, with big abscesses on their legs and arms. Is that from just not cleaning?
No, it's from the trank.
From the trank?
Yes.
It eats your skin?
Yes, inside out. They're saying some people have it just inside, it doesn't come out, but I can't see that happening. There was a fella just passed away. He used to sit over there in a wheelchair, and he passed away. I can remember him when he was sober. You know what I'm saying? And to see him with all them sores all over him, and terrible.
When
terrible.
people, from what you know anyway, when people pass away out here, do you know if the family claims the body, or like what do they do that?
Yeah. There's always somebody that knows somebody that, you know what I mean?
Can get in touch with people?
Yeah.
Because I figure a lot of people probably don't even know their loved ones are out here.
Right, well, that is true. There are some people I know that are still in the morgue, waiting to be, cleaned.
Yeah.
I knew a woman years ago, okay? She had passed away in a bando. Well, they came and took her, and she was in the morgue for longest time. I was at a meeting, and her daughters were there, talking about their mom, and I'm telling them, like, she's at the morgue. Like, you have to go to the morgue. They're hollering like they haven't seen her, this, that, and the other, and I'm like, excuse me. I told them, I said, you have to go to the morgue. She's at the morgue.
Wow.
You know, and they did. They went and got her, and they thanked me the next time I seen them at the meeting, And they were able to give her, you know.
Final goodbye.
Yeah. They couldn't have a viewing, but, you know, they had a funeral for her. It was a nice time.
Would you like to get clean, or I talk to people. Some people don't really want to. Some say they like getting high. Some do want to get clean.
They say there's a love to it, but it's not a love; it's a need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Are you scared of withdrawing?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through that pain. You know, I mean, just getting sick, is terrible. And believe me, I'm on my way, honey.
Yeah.
I'm not doing what I was doing. I'm really cut down a lot.
Have you ever been to rehab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to Eagleville.
Did you have success with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stayed sober for 8 years. I went to Eagleville. Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah.
You can do
Oh
it.
yeah, I know I can do it. It's just that sickness,
I try to tell people I was addicted to drugs for 18 years, and these interviews are kind of about sharing your story. So I don't try to.
Yeah, that helps you.
I don't try to include myself,
Absolutely.
but I feel like I'd be doing you guys a disservice to not let you see that it's possible.
Right.
So just definitely.
I have a brother has 20-some years sober.
That's awesome. Yeah.
My one son has 10.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It can be done. I know. I've done it myself.
Yeah.
And then when I relapse, it's like,
Yeah.
Like I wanted to run through a brick wall.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
But you were saying like good times and stuff. Like when my first granddaughter was born, that was beautiful. My first grandson, all the babies. I love my grandkids too. to the end. I love my children to the end, you know.
Sure.
And each and every one of them was a joy, you know.
I'm sure they love their mom and their grandma.
Yeah.
You know, and their grandmother, yeah. Does it hurt to talk about them? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not with them, you know, like to be with them. You know what I'm saying? I see them, you know. My one son, I see him every day, mostly every day. He's out here, he's using.
He's out here too?
Yes, yeah.
That's your oldest son?
No, my middle son, my middle son. And it's like a shame, he's lost so much weight. He looks like he's ready to go, you know, he's so skinny.
Yeah.
He's lost over 100 pounds.
How often do you see him out here?
I see him almost every day, yeah. You know, I got to check on him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you still got that mother love.
Yes,
yeah, of course.
yeah.
No, I get it. I get it.
I help them when I can, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, and that doesn't sound right to some people, but, you know, I can't let my kids be hurting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it.
You
Maggie.
have any children?
I do.
Well,
yeah.
You know the feeling.
Yeah, no, you never stop.
Right.
You never stop worrying, you know, regardless of what the situation is.
Right.
Yeah. No, you know, I wish you the best. I hope, you know, I hope you take that next step and get into rehab.
Yeah,
you can do it.
I think I'm waiting for the holidays for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not going nowhere. But, you know, like last year, I was in the hospital the whole month of December.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I swear this year I'm going to be okay. But I mean, Thanksgiving, they have a really great truck that comes here with food. And then down the Rock has dinner and all for everybody. So I will eat dinner. I will anyway, you know.
What's your biggest fear in life?
Dying.
Dying?
And going somewhere I don't want to go. I was just talking to my older son about that. I got to get insurance. He's like, Mom, we'll get it. I said, because I don't want to go in the ground. He's like, well, how about if we cremate you? No, I want to go on a shelf, a mausoleum, and I'll get enough insurance so I can go there. That was all my life I always thought of that. That bothers me, you know what I mean? I don't want to go in the ground. I think of the worms crawl in and the worms crawl out. Yeah, I don't want to go in the ground.
Well, Maggie, before we wrap it up, if there's anybody who sees this, especially the younger generation, kids, teenagers, etc.,
right.
What would your message to them be?
Don't pick it up. Don't pick it up. Really. If you don't pick it up, you can't use it. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, just stay clean. Because it's not fun out here. It really isn't. You know, and you hurt your parents and your children and everybody else that knows you and loves you. You do. I know it hurt mine all the time. And I'm sorry for it, I really am. Yeah. Thank you.
I appreciate your time, Maggie.
Thank you.